Money is one of the most common sources of conflict in relationships, and it's no surprise that it's often linked to divorce. But here's the thing. Organizing your family's finances won't do much good if you don't first understand the relationship dynamics behind the money. Before you start crunching numbers or setting up budgets, it's worth taking a step back to reflect on what money really means to you and your partner. Every couple brings together two unique financial histories. Maybe you grew up in a family that saved every penny, while your partner's family believed in enjoying life and spending freely. These differences might seem small at first, but they often become clear when you start sharing expenses, taking on debt together, or making big financial decisions. If you haven't talked about your financial beliefs and motivations, you'll either need to build bridges of understanding or risk letting those differences drive a wedge between you. Let's look at some of the most common ways couples differ when it comes to money. There's the classic saver versus spender dynamic. One of you might find security in saving for the future, while the other values the joy of spending in the present. It's not about one person being reckless or the other being stingy. It's about having different reference points for making decisions. These differences aren't necessarily a problem, as long as you communicate openly. Money is also tied to deeper feelings of power, control, and security. Arguments about spending are often less about the actual amount and more about whether someone feels their need for security or validation is being ignored. And then there's financial infidelity, when one partner hides debts, stashes away cash, or makes big purchases in secret. This kind of secrecy can be just as damaging as any other form of betrayal, and it usually comes from a place of shame, fear, or a desire for independence. But money isn't just about numbers. In psychology, it's seen as a symbol. For some, spending money on gifts or experiences is a way to show love. For others, saving is the ultimate act of caring for the future. Money can also represent status, self-worth, or autonomy. The way you manage money together can affect the balance of power in your relationship. If one person takes over the budget, the other might feel controlled, or the budget manager might feel overwhelmed and unappreciated. So, what's the solution? Communication and planning. The biggest risk to your financial health as a couple isn't how much you earn, but how well you talk about money. Make it a habit to discuss finances openly and without judgment. Try to separate emotions from the math, and focus on finding a balance that works for both of you. Setting joint financial goals can help you feel like you're working together, whether it's saving for a vacation, a home, or retirement. Regular financial meetings, say once a month, can take the stress and surprise out of money conversations. Instead of waiting for a crisis, you're making money a topic of partnership. If you're looking for a practical way to manage your finances together, consider the 3 accounts system. This means having one joint account for shared expenses and 2 individual accounts for personal spending. It's a way to keep things transparent while still giving each person some autonomy. Agree on a set amount that each of you can spend freely, without needing to check in with the other. This helps reduce the temptation for financial secrets. Be honest about your financial past and beliefs. Share your stories. Maybe your parents' habits shaped your own, for better or worse. Avoid blaming or judging each other. Instead of saying, "You're irresponsible," try, "I feel anxious when our savings go down." Set clear limits for big purchases and agree on how you'll split expenses, especially if your incomes are different. If only one partner earns, make sure both have equal access to the money and decision-making. Finally, build a joint emergency fund. Having 3 to 6 months of expenses set aside can give you both peace of mind and reduce stress during tough times. Managing money as a couple isn't just about spreadsheets and budgets. It's about building trust, respect, and partnership. Don't let money kill your marriage. Make it a foundation for a stronger relationship.